Hello and good morning, everyone. Sorry once again that I am late. I was trying to play a different game today, but for some reason, and this is really frustrating me, how many games in 2026 I can't adjust the resolution on. Why in 2026 are you releasing a game that doesn't allow me to put the game into windowed mode and set the exact dimensions of the window? It makes it darn near impossible to stream on my setup, and it's just such a frustrating experience that every time I go to stream a game from the Steam Fest, it's just unstreamable because I can't get those simple things to function. Like, I understand programming is hard. I understand these are demos and that they're not ready for release yet. They're still working on it. 100% understand that, but also like that is such a bad foot to put forward to say, hey, I know our game's not complete yet and there's no customization, but here, try it. As like, you know that streaming is like great marketing for you, not for me because like I don't have any viewers, but for bigger creators, having that option is like free marketing. So I don't understand why that would not be like at least a priority, you know? So anyways, that's my complaint of the day. That's why I'm a little bit late, as I was spending time trying to do that, and then of course I couldn't get to work, so we had to default back to our good old favorite, which is Helldivers 2. So welcome back to Helldivers 2. We are going to be continuing assaulting the robots. So I'm going to try. I heard someone say that the spear now absolutely dominates the Vox machines, so we're gonna give that a try. We're gonna see how well the spear actually does in these situations. So I always have a problem finding the spear on here. Let's grab the spear. We saw last time that the rocket sentries did work, right? The rocket sentries were doing some good work, so we're gonna grab a rocket sentry. We're gonna grab a rail cannon strike. Maybe? Rail cannon. Yeah. We're gonna grab the rail cannon strike, and let's see. This is a pretty good loadout. I think we're gonna be able to handle. Let's grab just for funsies. Let's get a you just can't go wrong with the 500 kg, right? Like, you just can't go wrong with it. Hello and welcome in, everyone. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Last Wednesday of the month. Glad you are all here. Down we go. Also, of course, as always, tell me if my audio is messed up or anything. I've been making changes to the stream. I have to have a fan going over here now because it is currently 77 degrees in my room and climbing, and the sun isn't even up yet, so it's gonna be a hot one, and my room retains heat like no other, so this is the only way that I can stand to be in my room as of currently. So if the fan's unbearable, I will turn it off for you all, but I don't think you can hear it. I think I did a good job of hiding the sound of it and all that, so tell me what you think of that. And as always, feel free to bring up any topic you want to. We're always here for good conversations, starting the day off right, talking about whatever. Always glad to see you all here. We are currently solo on this planet. We've got a big mission to do, and there's a patrol. Maybe we can sneak by the patrol. We're still waiting for people to join, so we don't want a fight just yet. So if we can sneak just a little bit, I would certainly appreciate that. Yes. You and you. Apparently the shotgun is not working at a range. What are we playing? We are playing Helldivers 2 as always. I wanted to play a different game this morning, but for whatever reason they decided not to put any resolution options in the game, so I was unable to get it to work on my stream. No, don't head out, Dex. You know you love Helldivers. You're always here for Helldivers streams. I wanted to play. There's a demo for a game that's like a pixel art Diablo that looked really interesting, and I was kind of digging it. And I wanted to play a little bit more, but of course, like I said, they decided, hey, it's 2026. We don't need resolution options in our game. We just need a full screen mode, and that's it. And like it did not function at all, which was a huge frustration. And same thing with that. I wanted to play that game that everyone said was made by the guys who made Blueprints, the Rivian, I think it's called. Like, that looked like a blast. I want to play it, but it just doesn't function in non-full screen mode, and on a ultra-wide monitor like I have, full screen mode does not work for streaming. So, like, I need options. These game devs need to give me options. I'm hoping, well, in 2 weeks, Assassin's Creed Black Flag comes out, and that's going to be hopefully the game that I play for a little bit, so hopefully we'll have some new games to play here soon. That's the one I am looking the most forward to. I did get Gothic 1, the Gothic 1 remake, and I kind of wanted to stream that, but I don't know, honestly. That game is so tough, but not like in a bad way. I saw a lot of people giving it like negative reviews, like, oh, this game is way too hard, it's way too cryptic. Like, that's just authentic to how the game was, right? PlayStation 1 games did not hold your hand. They had a bunch of like cryptic and hard to understand things. So like, I don't blame the game for that, but it's also really hard to get into when the game is like that cryptic and frustratingly hard to play. Like, it's authentic to a PlayStation 1 game, but also almost too authentic, I guess I would put it. So that one's on my list, but I don't know if I'm actually going to stream that one or not.
Reloading.
I also should play some more Forza. I don't know, I'm almost glad I didn't buy the racing wheel, like you said, because I wasn't going to go and play it. But I want to play more Forza, I just haven't had time. Peace Ribbon's here. Good morning, Peace. How's it going? What's the good conversation today? Today we're talking about how frustrating it is when developers don't put resolution modes into their game, and it forces full screen only. And how I want to play Forza, but I have not had time to play Forza, unfortunately. Airsoft has been taking up a great amount of my time, which is not a bad thing. It's been a great hobby for getting out, running around, and doing things. I was also very proud of myself. I know this is a sad thing kind of to be proud of, but I'm going to throw it out there, that when I did Airsoft, I was able to like crouch down, get on my hands and knees, able to run and do a little bit of those things. And like, I know that there was a period of my life where I was so overweight that would just be an impossible action. So the fact that I was able to do it and do it for fun in a game, like, I am so happy and proud of myself that I've lost the weight enough that I was able to just go and enjoy those things in a game. Because if you would have, like, a year and a half ago, 2 years, tried to make me crouch down behind crates, like, my knees would have been screaming. So I'm very happy that I am making that progress. But I have also hit my plateau. I'm stuck at 246 is where I am right now weight-wise, and I am stuck. I have not been able to overcome that hurdle. So I don't know what I need to do next, but I need to do something to change my diet, because I'm frustrated. I've been stuck at 246 for like 2 months. Every health win is a win. That is definitely true, especially as Emmy and I have been talking more and more about this is the year that we want kids, that we want to happen, and we're trying so hard to make kids happen. And like, you don't want to be that dad who like, oh, I can't lift you, child. Sorry, I'm too unhealthy to lift you. I can't go play in the backyard with you because it hurts my knees too much. Like, I understand that there are some things that's just inevitable, but like, those are childhood memories you want to be able to make, right? You want to be able to go in the backyard and play with your kid. You want to be able to go ride bikes or play baseball or whatever it is. So I definitely want my health to be as good as it possibly can be, so that if and when God blesses us with a child, we can do such things. I already know that like there will come a day where I cannot lift the child anymore, simply because of my hernia. I have weight limit restrictions, so there will come a day where I just simply won't be able to lift my kid anymore, and that will be a very sad day. So I'd like to have every other opportunity as possible to play with them and do those things. So yeah, that is why the health is important. What is going on over? What is exploding over there?
I got the terminal.
Why is there explosions over there? Some fasting and prayers will help with both goals. I definitely have been a little bit more lax on my fasting than usual, and perhaps that is the solution. That is how I've lost so much weight to start with. I was just eating one meal a day, fasting a lot, and it was super helpful. Now I have a breakfast of about 400 calories, and Buttbuster, welcome in. Interesting name. What did I eat today? I have eaten nothing so far today. When I do eat, my breakfast will be probably 2 soy fake chicken patties at about 300 calories and a hash brown for about 100 calories, and that will be breakfast and lunch. And then dinner is probably going to be some tofu and broth. Like, I'm trying. I'm trying. I definitely don't overeat. I don't indulge in. I don't do any snacking. I don't do chips. I don't do soda. I don't do sugar. I don't do candy bars. But these last few pounds have definitely been extra stubborn. I am not vegan. I am vegetarian. Last night I had vegetables and a veggie patty burger. Costco sells this bag of mixed vegetables that's like broccoli, squash, green beans, and it is absolutely delicious. Like, probably one of the best mixed veggie bags I've ever gotten. So I highly recommend that from Costco if you've never gotten that before. That is my favorite way to enjoy vegetables. Oh, hello there. Yes, just drop all the robots right on me. I can't imagine life without meat. I couldn't either. I really never thought I could be a vegetarian. But one year for Lent, I decided just to go full vegetarian for Lent, and at the end of Lent, I said this was easier than I thought, and I personally can't support the meat industry in the way that the meat industry is. So yeah, I just became a full-blown vegetarian because of it. Do you like dipping ranch? No. I love ranch, but ranch is too calorie dense. Like, it's not worth, like, 1 teaspoon of ranch is like 100 calories, so it's just not worth the calories to eat ranch, unfortunately. So there is no enjoying ranch for me. If I want to dip something in something, then I will use hot sauce, because hot sauce is low in sugar, and it's low in calories, and it's delicious. So that is the way. Like, if I need to dip fries in something, dip it in some hot sauce. It'll save you a lot of calories. A good hot sauce. That is my secret. My number one secret. If you're like, oh, you've lost 200 pounds. What's your secret to weight loss? Hot sauce. Hot sauce is the key to losing weight. Was quitting soda hard? Quitting soda was pretty tough. I will still enjoy a diet soda because there's no sugar in a diet soda, so I do still drink it occasionally. But honestly, for a while there, like, part of the reason I quit soda was because I was having a lot of anxiety problems because of caffeine. So life got really boring really fast with no soda, no coffee. It was just really, really boring. So I got into tea. Tea is, of course, low calorie, so teas are good. I really enjoy a good tea. Now I can do a decaf coffee and a regular cup of coffee every now and then. And like a diet soda is doable for me on occasion. So he doesn't understand that there are light and fat-free options because we live in a really big world. There are, but like even light ranch is really calorie dense. And the question is, do I want 100 calories of light ranch, or do I just want to pour hot sauce on it? Like, I'll pour hot sauce on it every step of the way. Like, there are very few foods that are not improved by a good bottle of Cholula hot sauce. You can put that on everything. You put it on potatoes, you put it on a burger, you put it on fries, you put it in coffee. Like, a good hot sauce can basically go in everything. So why bother with ranch when you can just put the hot sauce in everything and save yourself a bunch of calories? However, I will say that is one of my number one struggles. I do struggle a lot with middle grounds. I am an extreme person, you know. If it's like, okay, I'm going to cut out ranch, I'm cutting out all ranch, right? Like, I don't do well with middle grounds. I don't do well with moderation. That is always something that I have struggled a lot with is moderation. So that is a personal flaw of mine. It is something I would like to get better at. But it's difficult, right? Moderation is difficult for a reason. There's a reason that many people struggle with that. I know for a fact 2 tablespoons, is that teaspoons? I can never remember is that teaspoons or tablespoons? I'm pretty sure it's teaspoons. 2 teaspoons of ranch is nothing. It's such a tiny, minute amount. Like, it's not even worth it. We need a resupply. There's a Vox engine out there. We don't like that. All right. Reload.
Reloading.
All right, we can confirm that blowing up both cannons there is an instant kill on it. Spell it out. TBSP. I'm pretty sure teaspoon is TSP and tablespoon is TBSP. Why would teaspoon have... I don't know. Why is kernel have no R in it? Like, you're trying to make sense of the English language, my friend. That dog don't hunt. Josephina, good morning. Welcome in. 2 tablespoons of ranch is not bad, but you're still talking about almost 100 calories for 2 tablespoons of ranch when you can have basically an infinite amount of hot sauce for 10 calories. This is Helldivers 2. This is, in my opinion, one of the best games ever made. Absolutely worth playing. If you've never played Helldivers 2, it is absolutely worth playing. It's still absolutely worth getting and playing this year. If you have not enjoyed it, go enjoy it. It is worth enjoying.
Heavy. South. 100 meters.
Alright, that's 1 hit. Let's hit it again. Okay, so the 2 hits only if you can hit the cannons. So that is good to know. It's not a guaranteed 2-hit KO on those big tanks. So let's go back to our resupply and let's try and get a better angle on this dude. Alright, 3 hits without aiming. That's not great, but it functions. I gotta avoid Helldivers 2 just to stick to my democracy hater bit. I know you're gonna come back when the Warhammer Warbond comes out, right? They just said that it's gonna be delayed, but when they release the Warhammer crossover, that's gonna be a must-play day, right? Like, I'm so hyped for Warhammer. I'm not hyped for crossovers. I don't like the idea of crossovers, but I do love Warhammer enough that I'm going to buy the Warbond. Alright, I think we took out the big bad guy. Is there anyone else for me to shoot? I think we got them all. Oh, there's some.
Reloading.
Incoming spear. Long range support. Also, speaking of support, there is a new TTRPG on Kickstarter right now that I really want to love. It's not going to come out until next year. I think it's called Skadovia. It is a brutal, dark RPG set in ancient medieval Scandinavian forests, and it looks so good. So if you have some time and you're into TTRPGs, definitely look that one up. I think it's going to be a great game. Okay, let's hit that. Let's grab our spear again. Gonna complain about work after stream. All right, I'm here for it. I'm ready. Bring on the complaints. Because I can't do it without foul language. I think you could do it if you set your mind to it, Dex. What's that Always Sunny in Philadelphia quote? Well, first off, everything is possible through God, so jot that down. Just something to consider. I prefer my TTRPGs with a little levity. This game's going to have no levity, so I can already tell you then that it probably won't be for you there. But the way I plan on running it, it's deeply like, it's about the forest and paganry and all that, so I really want to play the game, and I want to play it as a perspective of like some medieval knights going into Scandinavia to, is it St. Boniface? Pull a St. Boniface, chop down the pagan tree and spread a little Christianity into the pagan realm. So that's how I'm going to run the game, and I think that's going to be an absolute blast, even if it's not fully the intended way to enjoy that experience. I'm pretty sure St. Boniface is the one who chopped down the tree to Thor, right? I'm like 80% sure it's St. Boniface, but now the more I say it, the more I'm like, no, I think that's wrong. I'd say there's too many saints. I can't remember them all, but there's no such thing, right? No such thing as too many saints. Oh, come on. That was a good shot, I feel like. All right, look at that. I got a saint right. I know Saint Boniface. The other one I always remember is Saint Drogo, because he's the patron saint of coffee and ugly people. And I know that sounds so harsh, but like, kind of mean also. Like, could you imagine that your legacy is being remembered as the saint of ugly people? Like, Saint Drogo, pray for us. Oh, hello there. I too like to brute force Catholic versions of games I run. This is the way. The interesting thing about that experience, though, because that is like, I'll often go on to like the looking for group Reddit to look for players, and one of the interesting things I found is that people get really, really, really upset if you say, "Hey, I want to play some D&D. I'm looking for other Christians to play for." You say this is a Christian-only game. People get really upset about that. I got like so many reports of people saying that I was being hateful or being anti-LGBTQ by saying, "Hey, I'm looking for other Christians to play this game with." Like, for some reason, that just, and it's because it's Reddit, right? Like, the second you mention Christianity on Reddit, it activates the fedora. Like, what, Christians? I have to tell you how much I hate you, right? Like, it was such an interesting thing, because if you post a game that says, hey, I'm running a game and I'm open to everyone, or this is an LGBTQ plus friendly game, there's no problem. But if you say, hey, this is a Christian only game, all of a sudden this is harassment, this is hate, this is unfair, bigotry, and it's just the double standard. Which again, what? Reddit and double standards? Who could have guessed? Who could have possibly thought this would happen? And the thing was, like, I was specifically trying to run the game for, I got, I'm trying to remember, it's Azrael's Guide to the Apocalypse, and it was very specifically a D&D supplement set in... The idea of the game was the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse have come back and your job is to end the 4 horsemen, so it was deeply rooted in, like, the book of Revelation. It was deeply rooted in Christianity, so, like, I don't feel like that's an unreasonable ask to say, hey, this is a Christian-based game with Christian themes, so I'm looking for other Christian people to enjoy this with me, but apparently that was too big of an ask. Okay, we got that. I think these guys are too close to hit with my spear, so we're gonna drop down that. Come on, rocket turret. Distract them. Be a good distraction. Alright, it slowed them down. It did its duty. It died in the line of duty for democracy, so we can't hate that. We're in trouble. We're in real trouble.
Requesting air support.
We can't run anymore. We're out of heals. We're surrounded. I would like to run a Helldivers TTRPG someday as well. I feel like Helldivers would be a really fun... I've always wanted... My always idea for Helldivers is to run a... Helldivers invade Faerun, so 4 Helldivers magically land in the world of D&D, and so they see all these fantastical magical creatures of D&D and decide, you know what this place needs? It needs some democracy. And the goal is to overtake Baldur's Gate and all of Faerun and spread democracy. I always thought that would be a hoot, so someday I will run that game. Because I think that would be a blast. Alright, let's, you can resupply here. Good job, Q3. Alright, we got one last mission objective to complete, and then we're out of here. This is a solid run. We only died a few times. I'm digging it.
Calling down a support weapon.
Ooh, hello there. And goodbye.
Reloading.
I love turning the robots into scrap metal. There is no greater feeling. Throw that there. Rocket sentry, perfect.
Requesting sentry.
Maybe not the Helldivers campaign. The problem is it's so hard to find people who play D&D with, specifically because my schedule is so messed up, right? Because I work from 5 a.m. Pacific time until 6 p.m. Pacific time. So, like, there's basically... And I go to bed at 8 p.m., so there's basically no way for me to play the game during the weekdays, so I can only play it on the weekends. And when I want to play on weekends, I don't want to interrupt my schedule with Emmy, because if given the choice between playing a game with random strangers online and spending time with my wife, I'm going to spend time with my wife every single time, right? So that means I can basically only play Dungeons and Dragons at like 5 a.m. on a Saturday. Is basically my only time to run a game, and the amount of people who are willing to wake up early to play D&D is very, very low. As surprisingly, as many people who love D&D, they're not willing to make any sacrifices for it. You know, you're not willing to give up your sleep to play D&D. Like, are you even dedicated to D&D at that point if you're unwilling to wake up early, to sacrifice your sleep schedule? However, if I can ever get enough people, I would absolutely love to get some people to play. I have the Adventurer's Guide to the Bible that is set in the Old Testament, and it's always looked like a very interesting playthrough, so I've always wanted to grab a group of Christians to play through that and see if it's biblically good or not. The only problem with that is it does require you to roleplay as Jesus, and I am not sure how I feel about that aspect of it. So that aspect does give me a little bit of the ick, as the kids say. For D&D, no. For a friend, maybe. Isn't that Lord of the Rings quote? Do you ever think you'd die by an elf? No. How about a friend? Yes. Someday I swear I'm going to sit down and finish watching Lord of the Rings. Like, I've never seen Lord of the Rings all the way through, and like, I get this itch every now and then, like, hey, I'm going to finally finish Lord of the Rings, so let me start with, the Fellowship, start with movie number 1, and I'll start watching it, and 2 hours into the first 5 hours of the movie, I'll be like, I don't have enough time to finish this. And then it'll sit for a couple months, and I'm like, well, I need to start the movie over, right? I need to experience the full movie, and then I'll get halfway through the first movie again, and I'll run out of time. So one of these days, I need to sit down and finish watching Lord of the Rings all the way through. One of these days, I swear I will finish Lord of the Rings.
Reloading.
All right, y'all. Let's scoot. Let's get out of here. I think everyone's here, so I think we can leave. Yeah, let's get out of here. Scoot. It is 5:30, and I'm already out of coffee. What a terrible night for a curse.
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Which, honestly, I am so hyped for a new Castlevania game. The new Castlevania Belmont game. Very, very hyped for that. I know that I'm one of like 6 people who's like, my most hyped game list doesn't include Grand Theft Auto, because I'm really not hyped for GTA 6, but I'm hyped for Assassin's Creed Remake, Gears of War, the new one, new Castlevania, pretty hyped for that. I'm really hoping I can get into the Guild Wars 3 beta at the end of this year. I'm really, really hoping. And then I signed up to be a content creator for a game called War Dogs, and they haven't gotten back to me, which I totally get. Like, I'm not going to be like, well, they don't want me as a content creator, so I'm not going to support them. Like, I totally understand why a company's like, why is this weird Catholic dude with 7,000 followers trying to create content for our war game? Like, that doesn't make sense. So I understand why they ignored my request, but gotta shoot my shot, right? My only major upcoming games are Melty Blood and maybe Guild Wars 3. What is Melty Blood? I don't think I've heard of that one.
Mission coordinates locked. Engaging orbital thrusters.
All right, so we confirmed the spear good. So we're going to try a different weapon and see how well it functions. We're going to try the Epic. One of my favorites, the Epoch. It's a fighting game based on an urban fantasy visual novel. Alright. Fighting games are eating good. We got Invincible Versus. We got a new DOA coming. And we've got the Avatar fighting game. The Avatar fighting game. I'm suck at fighting games. I'm terrible at them. I can only play against bots and that's it. But I might try the Avatar fighting game because I love Avatar: The Last Airbender. It looks really good. I'm kind of hyped to see what they do with the Avatar fighting game. So kind of hyped for that one.
Calling down supply. Deploying SOS beacon. Requesting.
Alright, I see a lot of robot backs that we can blow up over here, so...
There's something here.
Marking location. Northwest.
There's a lot of enemies right over there. Deep in enemy territory. Yes, we need more varied art styles. Like, I know that people love like their hyper realistic, but I love a good unique art style. Like the fact that Final Fantasy is doing like the HD high definition 2.5, like I'm very hyped for them doing that. I'm very hyped for that Final Fantasy as well. Did they see me? I don't know if they actually saw me or not. They looked over at me blowing people up, but they didn't actually, like, do anything. Whoa, that dude called in reinforcements way too fast. But I'm really hoping that Assassin's Creed Black Flag is just going to be amazing for a while. I hope that's going to just tide me over for like a month. Alright, this is what we were waiting for. Let's try it. And we immediately got shot and missed. I don't like cash grab anime fighting games, but I bought all the DLC for one here. The My Hero Academia fighting game is probably one of the biggest disappointments I've had. Any anime fighting game, I already know, like, logically I know it's going to be a huge disappointment. Because they're never good. But I want it to be good, right? I want a good My Hero Academia game. Like, they could do it. Like, imagine a My Hero Academia game that's set like a City of Heroes and City of Villains, where you get to make your own quirk. Like, how cool would it be for a My Hero Academia game set like Spider-Man? Make it like Spider-Man, where you're set in a vast city with lots of crime to fight, and give us the ability to fight crime, and as you level up, you get to upgrade and expand your quirk. Like, it's right there, right? Like, the idea is right there. It could be so good. I can't blame you. Fighting games are the ultimate fan service game. Speaking of fan service, so I googled last night, like, hey, what's the best anime to watch in 2026? Like, what's a new anime I should be watching in 2026? And it recommended to me a anime called I want to say it was like Toxikill or Toximarriage, and it's about a guy who is a master assassin who needs to get married. And I was like, okay, this sounds kind of like a quirky, fun little rompy anime. Let's give that a try. And holy cow, was that the most cringy anime I've watched. Like, why was anyone recommending this anime at all? It's so much cringe packed into, because like at the very, like the first episode, the guy's like, this is my sister and I love my sister above all things, and then the sister calls and is like, brother, oh no, Grandma says because you refuse to get married and settle down, she's gonna sell me into prostitutedom, and I'm gonna be forced to have many, many babies unless you get married and continue on the blood lineage. And so he says, I love you so much, sister, that I will do it for you. And so he goes and saves a tomboy cross-dresser who's the master matchmaker, who's married 40 men, to help him learn how to date people. And of course, it has to do the, I'm a master assassin, I've killed 1 million people, my icy veins run deep. But talking to a girl, ooh, that scares me. It was the cringiest, worst anime I've watched in 2026 by a long shot. I do not know why that was the top recommended anime of the year to watch. That was so hard to watch. In short, toxic kill, toxic marriage, whatever it is, 0 out of 10, do not watch. Massive cringe. I think I just need more sports anime in my life. I really loved Haikyuu. I think I just need more good sports anime. So I think that's my newest kick is I want like Ace of Diamonds, like that one's really good. And honestly, stuck in my head right now is the Umamusume Hikaru song is going to be my new like stuck in my head anime song for a while. I want there so badly to be a dub for Umamusume. Like if I could have one anime wish of the year, it would be give me a Umamusume dub, please. Followed by give me a second season of Blue Eye Samurai. I do not know why it has taken Netflix like 2 years to get a second season of Blue Eye Samurai out, but that is by and far one of the greatest animes ever made. We're in trouble here. I see you want to be reinforced. I'm trying. I like the My Hero game, but fighting games have a short shelf life. Yeah, that's why basically every fighting game now I rent through GameFly. That way I can play the fighting game, I can experience the story, and then I can return it. Like all the Dragon Ball Z games, like I do not understand how anyone enjoys like Sparking Zeros and stuff. Like the controls, I can't get into it. I just cannot enjoy the Dragon Ball fighting games. Something about them just does not click for me properly.
The terminal.
Then again, I mean, Dragon Ball Z might be one of the most overrated anime of all time also, so that could also be it.
Package acquired. Dropping package.
Also, one of these days I need to finish Naruto. There's too much filler. Like any anime that says, hey, to enjoy this you need to Google the filler guide and make sure that you don't watch any of the filler is just real tough sell for me, you know? How did that not destroy that dude? I remember liking one of the old Dragon Ball games, but I don't know enough about it to buy a game. I would say that there is no Dragon Ball game worth buying. I think I can make that statement with a lot of confidence. Dude, why are these people getting blown up left and right?
How about a nice cup of liberty?
Alright, we cleared that. Oh, there's a jammer over here. Okay, that's why that's happening. There was a Dragon Ball game on Game Boy that wasn't terrible.
Somebody save me! Somebody
That's a pretty low bar for a game, right? Saying the game's not terrible isn't exactly a high selling point.
reload it!
Another video game I wish I could get. They need to make, like with all the technology we have, they need to make Monster Rancher again. We need Monster Rancher on the PlayStation 5, and since not everyone has a disc drive anymore, we just need like a QR code system or like a scanning barcodes, right? Making a Monster Rancher and scan barcodes Monster Rancher would be an amazing game. Fighting games on handheld. They did Street Fighter Turbo on Game Boy Advance was actually a pretty decent experience. Then again, it's hard to make a bad Street Fighter experience. Like Street Fighter 2 is the golden standard for a reason, right? So I'd be more impressed if it's like Doom, right? I'd be more impressed if you could make a bad port of Doom. Which I do know that there are some. One of my favorite things, though, about when they ported Doom, because Doom's been ported on everything, I think it was the Jaguar. The Jaguar got, like, a custom soundtrack. Like, they redid the entire soundtrack in an orchestral version and, like, remixed it just for the Jaguar version, which, like, goes hard for no good reason. Like, it was unnecessary, but amazing. So, like, yes, please. Give me more of that. Oh boy, we're in trouble. Okay. Here's what we're gonna get that guy. Get that guy. Oh come on, that was a headshot. That was 100% a headshot. Oh, this is bad. Got my starting fighters on handhelds. Okay, I'm gonna have possibly an unpopular handheld opinion. The Steam Deck is cool. I love that we've got basically completely portable computers now. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy those. I'm glad we have those. I do not think that the Steam Deck is the future of handheld gaming. I think we have gotten way too much focus on like Steam Decks and having super powerful powerhouse gaming handhelds, and we've lost the plot. We've lost the purpose of handhelds, right? Like the perfect handheld to this day still remains as the Nintendo DS. By far the best gaming handheld. The games were made slim and small. They were experiences you could just pick up and play. You didn't have to worry about, okay, I need to boot up time, I need to do all these different things. Like, you just picked up the game and started playing. I think we're going backwards. I think we need more Nintendo DSs and less Steam Deck experiences. I would definitely appreciate that. Again, don't get me wrong, the Steam Deck is cool. I'm glad the Steam Deck exists, but we need DSs. The Switch is too heavy, right? Like there's no Skyrim, for example, right? Skyrim is not a game you play on the go, right? A good handheld should be something like you can pick up and play on the bus for 10 minutes and then put down and go about your day. Something like Advanced Wars, Final Fantasy Tactic, Mario, right? No one's out here playing Skyrim on the bus. It just does not happen. Ah, I missed. I got pressured. That Vox engine right next to a stratagem jammer might be a problem. Yeah, handhelds are about the convenience. The convenience is first. Convenience first. Now give us another PS Vita. that experience. Another... I just want to turn off the stratagem jammer. Stop calling dudes in. One. Two. Three. Okay, it's gonna take more than 3 shots. We're finding how many licks it takes to get to the center of the lollipop. Oh boy, another one. Okay, we're in real trouble now. So we can now confirm the Epic is not a good cannon for dealing with the Vox things. I don't find it. It's not too heavy. It's not too heavy in the sense like it's heavy to hold. It's just like imagine you're going to Disneyland, right? Like you could put a Nintendo DS in your pocket and play the Nintendo DS in between rides at Disneyland. I think that bringing a Switch to Disneyland would be a very inconvenient experience. That's what I mean by too heavy. Like it's too much to just like throw in your pocket and just enjoy, right? Like it's just too much for that. So that's 4 hits on the Vox cannon. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying it's inconvenient. 5 hits.
Calling in reinforcements. Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
I mean heavy in the sense like the games are too much. The games are too much to just sit down and play for 5 minutes and then go back to what you were doing. That's what I mean by heavy. Oh, he's gonna shoot me. 6. Thank goodness for this indestructible thing right here, or else I would have been toast.
I need stim.
Alright, here we're gonna run underneath the thing. Come on. Alright, we got it. Oh, that's a lot of dudes.
Have a taste. Feels good.
Alright, I think we finally cleared a path to finish this. Holy cow, what a
Engaging terminal.
run.
Bot asset destroyed.
Turn that off. I'm gonna blow this guy up with his own weapon. How does it feel?
Calling in a hell bomb.
Dude, the bouncing stratagems, that's annoying.
Requesting sentry.
Deploying sentry.
I got the terminal. Hell bomb armed. Clear the area.
Alright, let's go do the rest of these objectives.
Fabricator. Southwest. Close. Automaton facility destroyed.
Oh, that was a hit. I disagree.
Reloading.
Okay, a little bit higher. Just a hair. Are you kidding me? That was like spot on.
Outpost destroyed.
Okay, we got that. That's destroyed. All the side objectives are done. It's time to actually focus on the actual mission now, I think.
Outpost destroyed.
Boom! What support from across the map, from all the way downtown. Do people still yell Kobe when they do shots, or I don't know who's the basketball player that all the kids want to be now? I don't keep up with basketball. Which I guess I should keep up with the World Cup too. What's going on with the World Cup? I heard a rumor that if the USA wins, then if we win the World Cup, then the rest of the world has to call it soccer until the next World Cup. And I hear that we're dominating soccer pretty hard, so I don't know if that's true, but that's just what the internet says right now. Alright, we got another Vox engine. Let's run around. Yeah. This is safer. This is better.
Reloading. Throwing supply
I keep getting ads for Blink-182 is re-releasing one of their albums, so I keep getting ads for the Blink-182 album, and now it's just stuck in my head.
calling in reinforcements.
Which, honestly, of all the bands to have stuck in your head, like, Blink-182 is not the worst band to have stuck in your head. They make some solid songs. As I was telling Dex, they invented the punk genre, so you know they're the OG classics. So not the worst to have stuck in your head. I know Dex disagrees with that statement, but I stand by it. That if we didn't have Blink-182, there would be no punk genre. Ooh, guy was getting a little spicy there.
Engaging terminal. Reloading.
Okay, we got that. You're absolutely wrong, but go off. See, that's the great part about America, right? I don't gotta be right. That's the beauty of social media, is I can just come on here and say whatever I want. The beauty of social media. Go, 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 little men. We'll do some suppressing fire. We'll keep you safe for as long as we can. I can't promise that will be long, but we're trying.
Calling down a sentry. Requesting advanced weaponry. Reloading. Support weapon.
All right. The civilians are making it to the safety hole. Where we're pushing bots back. I think we're doing good. I think we're solid. We're in a good place. Which is another TV show. People keep telling me, but I need to go watch The Good Place. I think that's going to be the next TV show that I need to sit down and watch. I think The Good Place is a good one to watch next.
Requesting orbital strike.
All right, that was kind of a blind shot. Let's see if we can hit it. Well, yeah, we hit one, so good job.
Requesting tac pack.
This weekend I'm doing airsoft again, doing some more photography. I'm very excited for that. It is quickly becoming my favorite kind of photography to do. Except for the getting shot part. There's been a few times where I've gotten sprayed pretty hard. That is the downside to doing photography on an active airsoft field, but the upsides outweigh the downsides, so I won't complain too much. Update, it is now 80 degrees in my room. My PC is heating it up. The sun is up. It is going to be absolutely miserable in my room today. I picked the worst room in the house to be my computer room. I need to break my spell of watching sad 90s coming-of-age black movies. Need to find a comedy. Men in Black. There's a 90s comedy for you.
100 meters.
A solid one, too. Ooh, maybe I can hit those vents from here. Nice. Okay. Problem solved. One more button and we're done.
Enemy elite. North, 100 meters.
Very nice. Take that, good sir. Alright, last button. Go, 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 citizens. Alright, now we just gotta clear out the fortress.
Another triumph for managed democracy.
We got 14 minutes, one fortress. How hard can it be? Oh. Danger close. Danger real close. Okay, let's stagger these guys. That dude just ran right into those explosives. Not the proudest moment for that Helldiver.
100 meters.
Nice. Good job.
Here.
Okay, we refilled him. Let's go push in. Let us assault their citadel, take down their fortress. Show them our unwavering support to democracy. And they want to throw another barrage in there. Okay, well, we're backing up again.
Reinforcing.
Let's throw a rocket sentry out there. That's going on for 10 more seconds. Let's just hold. Hold tight for 10 seconds. Oh. Pink, stop running into the active shelling. Gotta wait for the shells to stop falling, buddy.
Deploying reinforcements.
I don't know what happened there. I'm honestly not sure what killed me there, but okay. Oh, maybe it's that? It looks like there's a gun up there. Maybe it shot me through the... I bet it shot me through the ground. I bet it glitched. Let's get that. Let's get that out of the way. There we go. Okay. Glitch should be ended.
You will never destroy our way of life.
And of course they call in another. Nice shot. Another one? They do not want to give up their fortress. Like, at all.
Freedom forever!
Count your losses, dudes. Like, we've already taken your planet. We've already destroyed everything. Like, why are you throwing so many guys to protect this one planet? Does not seem logical. Speaking of logical, there is now a Star Trek card game on Steam. Steam Next Fest has a demo for it. It's okay. I'm not like a super big fan of it, but like, if you're a super fan of Star Trek, it's worth a play, worth seeing. Alright, the Epic actually tore that thing apart with 2 people concentrating on it. We tore that apart pretty good, so... Alright, let's scoot. Let's get out of here.
Extraction is available.
You want in, Green? Yes? No? Green. Coming or not? Alright, not it is. Dude. Last chance. I gave him all the chances in the world. Y'all saw that, right? We're not abandoning him. We're not leaving him. He had multiple chances, and he blew them. Maybe if I get into a different seat. There we go. Been playing that puzzle game I told you about. It sucks. Is that the one we were talking about that's made by the same people who did Blueprints? That puzzle game? Oh boy, they're dropping people right on us. Okay. Rockets. Ooh. Alright, someone dropped a napalm barrage right on us. That was not very cash money of them. You may have told me about it, I just am not remembering right now off the top of my head. No, I don't think you told me about 10 puzzle games. I think I would remember that. Ooh, that is a lot of explosions. That was a lot of explosions.
Pelican 1 arriving at coordinates. Pelican 1 landing in progress.
Yeah, shuttle land, please, Pelican. Get us out of here. It's a PC port. Is it like the Myst series? I know there's a lot of Myst games. Is it that one? Alright, grab the samples and go.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
Fire in the hole!
Extraction complete. Pelican 1 begin
Lost
descent.
something. Like the TV series Lost?
Victory was never in doubt.
All right. Another mission successfully completed. Ugh. I am ready for the weekend. Because next week is a short week, so we get a long weekend and then a long weekend, and that's going to feel so good. Also, I've been talking to Emmy. We might, we're still trying to go to Italy, but there is an event she wants to go to in New Orleans. So we're kind of hoping that maybe beginning of next year, we're going to be going to New Orleans for a few days for a cross-stitch event. I've always wanted to go to New Orleans. I always thought that would be a really cool place to visit and see like all the stuff. So hopefully we get a little mini vacation to New Orleans next year. See, we really don't have time to do this. Or at the awkward part of stream where like the next don't have enough time for the next mission. Maybe if we do like a blitz, is there a short mission? Here we go. This is a short mission. We have enough time for one short mission. Let's do it. Bring on the chaos.
Orbit synchronized. Allied destroyer has left squadron.
I can't stop yawning this morning. Pokemon Worlds is going to be in Chicago next year. I don't know about that. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But isn't Pokemon World Championship just watching dudes do 2v2 battles? Like, isn't it just watching people play Pokemon? And buying merch. Unpopular opinion. I feel like there's too much Pokemon merch out there already. Do we really need 10,000 Pikachu plushes? Do we really need 100,000 different Pokemon blankets and volleyballs and kickballs and makeup and little mini CD players and wind chimes and vinyls and stickers? And I feel like Pokemon has become overconsumption the brand. Granted, a lot of brands these days are overconsumption the brand, but Pokemon by far is probably the most guilty of it, I would say.
Calling down a sentry. Requesting sentry.
I bet Worlds is insane. I'm gonna say something that sounds mean, but I firmly believe, I bet the smell of Pokemon Worlds Championship is insane. Something tells me that will also be a true statement for Pokemon Worlds.
Sending in an eagle. Calling down supply.
Like, hopefully they go Yu-Gi-Oh style and have a requirement for showers and deodorant usage, because I gotta imagine that is a experience. Wow, I unloaded half a clip into that thing and it barely did nothing.
How do you like the taste of sending out an SMS? Throwing grenade. Freedom forever.
Okay. Belt-fed grenades. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I'm alive. I'm dead. I thought I got that. I did not.
Request approved. Reinforcements.
Alright, let's, that was pointless.
Reporting to the front.
And I'm stuck. And I'm in the ground. Pop out of the ground? I think it crashed me. I think being stuck in the ground crashed the game. Yep. I think it did not like being stuck in the ground, so well, I guess we will call it there. I guess we'll end a little bit early today. There's no point in logging back in for a mission. I've only got like 7 minutes left, so I guess I'll just get into work a little bit early. So let's end with our prayer as always. Maybe. There we go. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. Lord, thank you for this blessed day, and thank you for all that you do for us. Today we continue to pray for the victims of war, those who suffer with not enough food, water, shelter, the victims in Cuba, the victims in the Middle East. Lord, help them all. We pray for the priests. We have newly ordained priests. Lord, help to guide them in their first year as they fully embrace bringing their flocks under their wing to bring them closer to you. We pray for all the fathers for Father's Day. Our special intention is for the fathers of Father's Day, whether they be a spiritual father, whether they be a physical father on earth. Lord, help them to exemplify your example. We pray for the souls in purgatory, the souls who have been forgotten, the souls who have no one left to pray for them. Lord, help them. And we pray for all those struggling with the heat. Lord, help all of those who are going to be out in the elements today overcome this heat wave, provide them with the shelter and water they need to stay safe during these hard times. All this we pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. We will be again on Friday, of course, so thank you for joining me. Stay safe out there. We do have a heat wave coming through again. Make sure you drink water. Stay where it's cool. Have a blessed day, and we will see you again on Friday.